Listen, I am delighted to not only introduce you to somebody that we've met and that we are so in love with, but somebody who voices one of the most impactful characters of our history and time when it comes to X-Men. And let me tell you something. This ain't just something that she does. She does a whole bunch of stuff. We're talking about somebody with a long, long resume, talent that reaches beyond just voice acting. But I do want to not take any more time. Without further ado, I would like y'all to help me welcome to our platform, from hopefully not the last time, the one and only actress that plays the voice of Storm. Please help me welcome the one and only Alison Smith, aka Storm. What's
Wow. Wow. What an intro. Oh my goodness gracious. Can we live up to the hype?
Oh, please.
Effortlessly.
Oh,
Effortlessly.
you
And Vince, I am very proud of you. A minute, 24 seconds. I timed it. I timed it.
What you don't know, Allison, is I am he of long wind. So it's gonna be speaking of wind, your Storm, Miss Allison. Like, wow. I mean, does that ever sink in? Like, do you wake up in the morning and say, I'm Storm? Like, what's going on? Like, how does it work with you?
No, no, I don't. I mean, actually, that's what is so weirdly wonderful this time around is that we're tapped into all of the hype because I did Storm. I've been doing Storm now for 30 years, and we did Storm back in the 90s, and it was just another gig. Nobody knew how it was going over. Nobody knew if this was a big thing, a small thing. We would get these a couple of years after, we would get these little inklings that, maybe this was something big, this was something hype. I lived out in Scarborough, which is sort of inner city suburbia, and if a kid found out that I was the voice of Storm, they would go absolutely ballistic, and you would go, okay. Okay, seems to be a cool tune. All right. And I tell this story about one time I was on a film set doing, a small role in some movie or the other, and the word got around that the actress who plays the voice of Storm was on the set. And I watched these hardened IATSE crew dudes. I mean, these are dudes who have seen it all, been there, done that, have absolutely no special love for performers who are all pampered children as far as they're concerned. And I watch men drop cable, drop lights, drop trolleys, drop everything, and just come on over. They're yelling for each other. Hey, Sam, look who we got on set. Yo, Rico, come over here. You got to see this thing. And I'm going, the hell is going on? And it was all about X-Men and Storm. Now, of course, we've got a whole different ball game. And,
Mhm.
if you're not whereas last time I think there was too little hype. You had no idea what you were a part of. You just didn't get the import, the resonance too much. And now this time it's almost on the other end of the scale.
Mhm.
It's like a little too much because I'll tell you, the other day I fell down the rabbit hole, and I'm sitting on my phone where I sit a lot, and I'm is everything okay there
Oh, sorry,
technically?
sorry.
Yeah.
Every now and then that's my bad. Go ahead, continue.
I think she wants
Okay.
to see us, Vince. She wants
You
to
want to
talk
see
to
us?
us.
Yeah, okay. The visual does
I don't
work. My
want to
bad.
talk to
Keep going,
you. I don't
Alice.
want to talk to myself.
Bad
Right.
prediction.
That's what I be telling him, Allison. I
You do be
really,
saying that.
truly do.
Yeah. So no, the short answer is that no, I don't live Storm.
I got you.
I came to terms with who she is, but I am a long time ago, but I am finding it. I'm still absorbing and navigating how to be this character
Right,
um in the middle of I knew nothing about fandom.
right.
I
Mhm.
didn't know about different Facebook groups.
Mhm.
I fell down a rabbit hole the other day. I'm there with my phone and I'm scrolling, and there's one set of this and there's that, and it's just like, and of course, it just keeps coming and it keeps,
Mhm.
because the algorithm goes, you want X-Men? We'll
We're
give
gonna
you
give
X-Men.
you X.
And, and it's
Yep.
one after the other. And I went, I don't know if I should be reading this, because all of a sudden I'm starting to do yeah, where the hell was she at Gamma's funeral? What's she doing? And how come she didn't do this? Well, I don't know. I never did that before. I did my job. I went in and I said my lines and I said thank you very much.
You
And I left
collected your
the
check.
studio.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
now I'm questioning, going, well, she could have taken out them sentinels. She could have taken them all out, all by herself. So I don't know what to. I'm just like, Allison, Allison, step away from the phone. Step away
Put
from
the
the
phone
phone.
down.
Put it down. Put it down. Because you still got to go back and do your job the next time they call you into the studio, so you don't be getting all lost in all of this stuff. But it
It
is. It's really, on the one hand, there is a much deeper, richer appreciation of who she is, what the show means.
Mhm.
And on the other hand, there's this trap. And I'm just really, really glad, actually, that I'm the age that I am, that
Mm.
I've had the experience that I've had,
Mhm.
that I've had the career behind me that I've had,
Mhm.
so that I don't, you know, get totally sucked into the wormhole of what it means to be in something that is that iconic culturally and has been getting all this hype on out there on the
Hmm.
internet.
I personally, I'm down the rabbit hole. I'm at the bottom of the rabbit hole looking up, beckoning other people to come in. That's where
She's the
my
rabbit.
role is, in the rabbit hole. I'm pulling other people down the rabbit hole. And it's interesting because I actually did have that question for you. And I don't want to get you in trouble, because I know you got to go back to the studio and you got to give us more Storm, but it was going to be kind of about the response that your character received at the end of X-Men 97, where some people did feel that maybe we didn't see enough of Storm. I'm of the camp that it being an ensemble piece, we're not going to get big moments from everybody, but we got a lot from Storm this season. We also got to see her be vulnerable in a way that we haven't outside of the comic books, and not for a very long time. But then also we got to see her fear. We got to see her express some of her truth as a mutant, and I think some very coded things as a Black woman navigating this world. I feel that that's just as important as the big lightning and thunder, especially coming from the perspective as a Black woman, because we're either portrayed one way that's not very, very favorable, or we are the strongest people in the room. We carry the team, everything lies on us. We very rarely get to be vulnerable. So I loved seeing that from Storm this season, understanding that it's not her solo piece, but we got to see something from her that we don't get to see. Do you have any thoughts about that? And just and oh, not the trash guy coming by right now. That is so rude. But do you
We
have
can't
any
hear nothing.
thoughts about that and just that impact?
Yes, I have thoughts, and you just expressed them, Tiffy. You just, no, you just said it, and you said it so perfectly. And yes, I did find myself, falling down the hole. And yes, um, Disney, Marvel, please don't listen. But yes, every now and again you go, wouldn't it have been great if the arc after that sort of that opening in episode 1, where it was, omega level threat detected, and that if we had been able to come to around to something that was huge at the end, in terms of the fighting and the this and the that. Yes, that thought has uncharitably occurred to me. The beauty of it is that I have a deep, deep trust in this team that
Hmm.
we're working with. Um, there is nothing, there has been nothing but respect that has come off the writing team, the producing team, the directing team, my castmates, and so on. This is a well loved, well cared for project. And if they decided to bring Storm in with bells and whistles, but not take her out with bells and whistles, but give her a hellified emotional arc instead in between, then that's what I'll take. And I trust them completely. So yes, the thoughts enter, you know. It would have been it would have been fine. Just blow everybody else away. All you other X-Men, just stand back and watch the goddess do her thing. And when there
That's
is the
right.
Storm show, um, maybe that will happen.
It's
But
on the
it
way.
was a really compelling, really interesting arc to travel, to play. And I had lots and lots of fun in it, and it demanded certain things of me. And so I'm well satisfied. And we also got season 2 coming, so hey.
Which we
Ooh,
won't ask about because we don't want you to get in trouble.
because we need
Nope,
her
nope,
back
nope.
for all the seasons. That's right.